What's up, you guys? We got a 2014 Jeep Patriot here. If you're having an issue with the blower motor not working, so this customer, he hears a grrr noise from down here. Plus, if he puts a blower motor speed on any speed, we got it on already. Sometimes it doesn't work anywhere. Okay, and most of the time you hear a noise down here like a grrr. I can hear it right now. It's not that loud, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this cover off. We're gonna pop this little, so you're gonna need a tool, a flathead screwdriver or a fork such as this. So we're gonna remove this little clip here, and there's one on the opposite side, and this thing will just, cover will come down. So what this look like, this little slot here, when you're installing it back, goes in there. Okay, right in there. So as you can see, this motor is no good. You can also positive and negative the test. You can do a test on this blow motor, and if you need to replace a resistor, you got two bolts here, 1 and 2. That's how simple that is to change out these two. One, you have one screw here and one screw right there, and this is the connector. Okay, so what you want to do, all this with the blow motor off. Take out the key from the ignition, and you do not want to disconnect anything, okay? Without, so I'm not going to change the resistor today, but I am going to show you how to change it. So you're going to squeeze on this tab here, and once you squeeze on that, let's see, it's awkward angle, but you should be able to get this connector off just like that. You also want to inspect this connector here. Sometimes they burn. Put this connector to the side, and then you got 1 screw and 2 screw. This thing comes down and a new one goes in. That's how simple that is, but we're not touching that. We're gonna leave this alone. We're gonna put this connector right back in. So when you put this connector back in, make sure it clicks. Okay, so if your blower motor works only on high speed and none of the other speed, this is it. Okay, and what we're gonna do here is we're gonna take this blower motor out. So first we're gonna disconnect the connector here. Okay, this baby, there you go. Inspect the connector as well, if it's not burnt or anything like that. And after that, we're gonna go get some tools to remove the 8mm. You can use a flathead screwdriver or Phillips head screwdriver or 8mm, and one here, and there should be one over here, right here. So 3 screws, the whole thing will come out. Okay, guys, bear with me here. So what we're gonna do here is, what I like to do is, let me fix up my knee. So we got an 8mm here with the ratchet. I like to take the hardest one out first, which is all the way in this corner. And once this is out, put it to the side. Then I want to take this one off. And then you want to put your hand here. When you got the last one left, put your hand there, and you're going to start removing this little screw here. Okay, once it's loose enough, I should be able to turn it by hand. Let me just take off my ratchet here. Whoops. This does go into plastic, so when you tighten these, be very gentle with it. So this baby's going to come down just like that. And notice this little guy goes in that corner. So there's your bad motor. You know what, we're gonna replace the resistor as well. So let's take a look at the resistor. Customer do want to go for that as well. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this baby right here. Camera's gonna sit here. Let's get this out of the way. So again, take out this connector, and now we're going to remove the 2 screws on this resistor. Okay, what we're going to do here is, so go get yourself a small little screwdriver, Phillips head, that's what it is. So these resistors will tend to go bad over time. So what you want to do here is But the way they go bad is it will not work on any speed. Sometimes it will work on low and high, so some of the speeds will not work. So that's how this resistors affect these cars. So this is how what this baby look like. So I see a small little burnt right in the center, and this gotta go. Okay, so the resistor gotta go as well. So we're gonna wait for the new pieces next. So here's our resistor and here's our blow motor, which is gonna be gone. Okay, so here's some parts for season. Part number on this blow motor. This is what it looks like. Comes complete with the fins and everything. What I like to do here is I like to match things up. So one thing is I do want to spin this. Okay, I do have one hand, but that should be fine. So you want to match things up, make sure everything looks the same. You also want to check your resistor here. So Standard is the brand we're using. Part number RU839. Standard is the brand. So let's compare this guy to, there you go, that looks pretty good. Same thing. Okay, oh, it says Denso in the back. This is made by Denso. The part number here is 499302131. 12 volt, made in Japan. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these babies into the vehicle. Same procedure, okay, to put these in. Okay, so we got our resistor here. What we're gonna do here is putting it back. You have to hold this baby in place. You don't have to do anything else more than what we did to take off. And I'm gonna put this little guy on my screwdriver here, since my finger's not gonna reach in there. So once we get one screw in, it should hold itself. There you go. So remember, like I said, it goes into plastic, so make sure you don't go crazy and destroy the plastic, because if you over tighten it, you're gonna strip it, and that's the end of that. Looking for the second screw for the resistor. Where did it? Okay, so the second screw is right under my arm, and the second screw goes in just like that. Simple and easy. Now we're gonna come over, we're gonna double check this. Okay, we're gonna come over to the blow motor next. Okay, we got our blow motor. Remember, the blow motor, this vent here goes right there to suck all the fumes or whatever from the motor. So it lines simply just like that. Okay, can't go wrong there. So now, reverse procedure, I like to put the easiest one in first. That way it holds for me. Okay, if I can get this guy, okay, something is stabbing me on the arm, the tools. Okay, so you know what, let me go with this one instead. I can curve over and grab this guy. Okay, once this baby's in, I should be able to turn this by hand. So all you need is an 8mm. 8mm is the way to go. So same thing here. Make sure it sits flush, okay, because the motor does need to sit flush. I just had it earlier. There you go. And I'm gonna get this little guy in. Okay, there you go. I got that in. I'm gonna tighten these two before I get the third one in. Okay, so tight. Notice the connector is kind of bit different. That's no problem. That's no problem, because this motor can fit another vehicle, and then maybe that one needs a little longer harness. Hand tight. That's what we're doing there. And the third one goes over here. motor hits anywhere, it's gonna make a noise, but that shouldn't be the case. Okay, once this is tight, you're all set to go. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna put this connector in, and we're gonna put this connector in, and I might just, this can just sit here with the cover here, no issues. If you want to strap tie it, you can strap tie, but there's nothing to strap tie to. But let's come out and let's put the blower motor on together, and let's see what kind of outcome we get from this baby. There shouldn't be any noise. There you go. It takes a moment to come on. It sounds stronger. Perfect. No noise, no grrr, none of that. Thank you for watching my video. See you guys on the next one. And that's how simple that is. So if you're getting no air, if you're having that rattling noise, if it works on high speed only, which is here, sometimes it will work here, sometimes it will work here, but it won't work here, it will work here, it won't work here. That's an issue. If it doesn't work at all in any speed, it's a bad blower motor or resistor. But resistor will let you go straight directly to high. That's it. So last thing we need to do here is put the cover on. So we're gonna go back down to put the cover on. Okay, once we're all set, what you want to do is you want to put the cover in. Remember, I told you guys where this goes, all the way at the end, and then we're gonna lift up this little guy. Okay, this harness is gonna bother us now. Okay. Okay, so once you push this harness out of the way, you should be able to see the back end and get that in place. And once you get everything in place, just push this in. And I had a second connector here somewhere. Where the hell did it go? I'm gonna have to look for that. Oh, it's in there. Wow, look at me. It's in there. The connector is in there. And the second clip, that's what I meant. Clip, not a connector. That's it. Bada bing, bada boom. So all you need is a flathead screwdriver or a fork such as this, and an 8mm ratchet. This is a 1/4 inch drive, and a 1.5 inch extension here. That's all I used. Oh, and a Phillips head screwdriver for the resistor.